Yo, people, what is going on? This is like a Spartan Killer, and welcome back to another episode of Dr. Zach. I'm here for you. Anyway, you guys had some really good questions for the last episode, so I'm going to go ahead and say it, and you guys actually thumbs up one of these comments. Wow, my last episode was 2 weeks ago. Good golly! Alright, this one said, what is your advice for people who grew up with no father due to divorce, died, or something like that? I found out many others usually have problems, like drugs, wanting attention, and wear inappropriate clothing, etc., later in life because of no father or father-like figure around when they are younger. So what's my advice? That's like, it's not really hard, but it's very, I don't know how to say it. I'll tell you what I think should happen. If you grew up without a father, growing up without a father figure or without a mother figure is very, I don't want to say disastrous for a child, but I want to say that it makes life very difficult for him, because your father is like the rock. He's the one that's going to be there. He's the one that teaches you to be hard and emotionless and all that other stuff. And then your mother, on the other hand, teaches you how to be soft and caring and nurturing and just stuff like that. Like more along the lines of like woman stuff. Whereas men are like, I don't cry at all. And women are like, yeah, it's okay to cry, whatever. So that way you get that balance. Now, if you grow up with just a mother, you're going to be... I'm not going to generalize, and if you grew up with a mother and you're not like this, then cool, very cool. But a lot of the times you're going to grow up kind of like on the softer side of stuff, more effeminate, if you will. I got to use the word if you will, the words if you will. I've always wanted, if you will. Do you concur, Dr. Zach? I concur, Dr. Zach. So I think that you need that balance in your life to have that hard Rocky-like figure and then that soft, nurturing type figure. And if you don't have that, then I really, really, really think that you should try to find something like that. You should try to find a figure, which is why I try to be a good role model to kids whose dad might not give them the time of day. Like, honestly, or obviously, I can't take you out and go play baseball or something like that. But I can try to give you guidance, like what I'm doing now. Like, because there's a lot of single parent families out there, and that is a tough job. I wouldn't want to do it at all. I don't want to do it. Like, that's hard and difficult. And if you are the product of a single family home, then you have I think that you have a much tougher time trying to cope with stuff than if you had a full, complete nuclear family. Nuclear family is a mother and a father and like a one child at least. So my advice would be to find a father-like figure. Do not make your father-like figure Drake. Do not make your father-like figure Lil Wayne. Do not make it Justin Bieber. Do not make it freaking Barney the dinosaur. Make it somebody that you know has A, good morals, B, knows right from wrong. You don't want to have a father figure that's murdered the entire city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Chances are he's kind of iffy on the whole father department, unless he's like, here you go, kid. Have fun. Take the first shot with me. Like, that's just bonkers. That's crazy. So, try to find a father figure. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I do know that when I was growing up, I knew a lot of girls that didn't have the father figure. And what they tried to do is they tried to replace that with another guy. Like, let's say I was, like, 13. Or, actually, when I was older, so, like, 19. When I moved here. When I was, like, 19 and when my ex broke up with me, if you saw girls that had like no father in the picture, they were more willing to like want to date you, want to hang out with you. They like spent a lot of time with you because they wanted that man in their life. And if the man in their life, if they don't have a man in their life like their father, they're gonna fill it with somebody else. That would be not good, because then you get attached to that person and it just goes disastrous. Because if the guy has a change of heart, like, it's bad if you don't have a dad in your life, and it's bad if you don't have a mom in your life, because then you get that super crazy callous chick that's just mean at everybody. Unless you have a cool dad, like, you can have a cool dad. I'm just speaking generally. Like, if it doesn't happen to you, or if you're not like this, then good for you. Awesome, you freaking overcame it. But I'm saying, like, through my observations, for like 98% of the kids that grow up as a one-person home, they have a lot tougher time dealing with stuff, and they act out in a different way. That's just my thoughts on it. I might have sounded crazy, or I might have sounded like, oh, you know what, that actually makes sense. So that answers your question. Thank you for the question. Now, this person said, hey Zach, I'm 12, and since my birth, my life has gone downhill. When I was 2, both of my parents died in a car crash, leaving my 18-year-old, now 28-year-old sister to take care of me. Her boyfriend lives with us, and they spend their nights drinking and abusing me. So I'm trying to find a way to tell my sister how I feel without making her angry. What would you say? I have a very, 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 very hard time discussing my emotions face to face. I will not do it. If you make me mad, I will shut you out completely and I will not talk to you. I do not handle confrontation well, and I do not, I do not like talking about my feelings like at all. I hate it. As a matter of fact, I freaking hate it. But I do get around that by like texting a person or emailing them, writing them a letter. That's how I would do it. I would say, hey, you know what? This business with your boyfriend and stuff, seriously stop, because it's hurting me and you're making me feel like trash. And I would kindly ask you to stop, or I'm going to kill you in your sleep. Next question. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that. But just say what you want to say. Say how it feels. Just pour your heart out. Maybe it might work for a little bit, and then she might go back to her own ways and just be like, hey, and then rewrite another letter. Or if you're old enough, start looking for places on your own. Like maybe they, I have no idea the thought behind it, so I'm not even going to get into that. But that's what I would do. I would write a letter. That is what, and what would I say? Like, seriously, stop, you're hurting me. It stinks, so stop doing it, please. Okay, thanks. Let's see. Oh, this one's good. Well, not good, but the way he worded it is hilarious. Dear Dr. Zach, my family has been having severe problems. They range from a cousin pumping out babies like a factory to her mother leeching off my dad. I know he makes a pretty good salary, but I know that relatives bleeding and taking advantage of him is starting to wear down at him. My only concern is for his sanity. I feel as if I'm caught in between it because they use me as a guilt trip across him and the whole family card. What is your advice for someone caught in the crossfire? Thank you. I don't think I understand it. The first like couple lines caught me, which was hilarious because the cousin pumping out babies like a factory is just hilarious. And this says it ranges from a cousin pumping out like a factory and then her mother leeching off my dad. So is that his sister that is leeching off of your dad? I'm not sure. But in any case, tell your dad how you feel and say, you know what, I can see how it's affecting you. If it really is affecting him, he could really love giving away money. He could really love helping people out. That's one of the characteristics of some people, is that you like helping people out. I love helping people out. So if he likes helping people out, then more power to him. Let him do what he needs to do. But if you can see it happening, like every time something happens, or he talks about it and he complains about it, to say, you know what, Dad, you don't need to do this anymore. She needs to learn the hard way that money doesn't grow on trees. That's what I would do. I would talk to the person who you're family with, and if you're family with the mother leeching off the dad, be like, stop it, freaking stop, go out and get a job and quit being a loser. And then tell the dad, be like, quit giving her money, you're only enabling her. That's what I would do. Oh look, typical one. Zach, I'm starting high school. What should I do? I'm scared. You should go to school and you should succeed, and who cares what everybody else thinks, because in 4 years, actually like 2 years out of high school, nobody is going to care about what you did in high school unless it's completing an education and or you like burn the house school down or something. But as far as like the way you act and everything like that, you're not going to talk to them. So that's the way I looked at it. Like, I keep in contact with 3 people from my high school class. That is only because I knew them beforehand. That's it. Like, I only talk to 3 people, and that's very, very rarely. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about what those people say. Don't worry about what those people think. Just endure it for however many months you're in school, and then be like, okay, see you next year. And then when you're done, be like, peace, thanks for everything. Here's my diploma with a 4.0 GPA. Thank you very much. That's what I think you should do. This one's an awesome question. Hey, Dr. Zach Killer. Can you show us cat with a C? No, I cannot. Because cat with a C is, yeah, you're welcome. Hey, Dr. Zach, could you do a video on getting over stage fright? Stage fright is something that I suffer with crazy. I even looked up how to solve it online when I was trying to, when I was doing something. I can't even remember what it is. So, no, dude, I can't do a video on getting over stage fright because I have stage fright. I hate it, hate it, hate it when everybody's looking at me. Like, I like being the funny center of attention, but I don't like being the whole center of attention. It's weird. It's a very, very thin line. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't like it when everybody is looking at me at one time and expect me to do something. Like, I freeze up and then I can't think. It's so weird considering that this is my job to be in front of a camera. But that is just, is weird. It's super weird. So no, I can't help you, dude. Just Google how to get over stage fright, and there's a bajillion and one things, because that's what I did. And some of it helped, some of it didn't. The thing that I mostly do is I say, okay, what is going to happen if I mess up? Okay, I'm going to mess up. Cool. What's going to happen if I nail it? Okay, cool, I'm going to nail it. You need to think that it's not going to have a lasting impression on your life. Like, go into it with the mindset that, yes, it is important, but in the end, it's not really important. Like, you kind of have to trick your mind into thinking, this isn't even that important. Like, when I was going in for, like, auditions and stuff, it was like, whatever, I don't even care, I'm going to act retarded. That's the way I look at it to help me get over it. A lot of people have different ways to get over stage fright, but that's the way I look at it. Like, I mean, if you mess up or you forget your lines, the show is going to go on. Life is going to go on. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So you might as well just act dumb. Like, if you forget it, just be like, and be like, oh, look, a rock. And then just, like, do improv in the middle of the thing, and people would think it's hilarious. I don't know what you're performing for, but I think that would be funny. So that is what I do to get over stage fright. Although I never put myself in those positions. Like, everybody tells me to go into theater, and I'm like, no. I hate theater. I cannot stand theater. I hate theater. I do not like performing in it at all. No. I had like one line when I was a little kid, and I was like, I'm done. I'm good. I reached my pinnacle of success with the whole theater thing. It's like I could never do Broadway or anything like that because I just hate it. And there is a lot of other questions, and oh, somebody said my voice is a tad annoying, but you're still awesome, dude. Thanks. You can put a voice changer on me. There you go. You're welcome. Alright, and also, we have a house tour coming up. What, girl? I think we're like 500 subs away from a house tour? Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. Let me see, we are... Oh god, we're only 300. We're 300 subs away from a house tour, so I need to get my house cleaned, and then you guys get to see it, because it is awesome! And I might do my office as a separate video, just because I can, because the house tour might take a while. Because it's gigantic, it's a mansion! And over here we have the 11th bedroom. It's mainly used for my arts and crafts. I like to finger paint. Alright, so please put your comments, questions, yada yada yada, down below, and I will try to answer them if they are, basically if I see them. That'll probably be it. That's probably what it comes down to. Because I love doing this stuff. So, as of right now, it looks like our time is up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment down below what you are thinking, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!